And we are back, and this is here. Let's talk about stuff. Now I'm talking about the PlayStation. What PlayStation needs to do to continue getting better. Or talk about how Xbox should have had good games for the Kinect. Should have looked up, real nice and made things really, really awesome for Kinect and for people to play games and stuff on the Xbox exclusively without having to steal any games from other people. But we'll see. Hopefully they'll take that advice. PlayStation needs to do that too, but also. They're doing pretty good. They got some cool games. Got some cool games going and cool things, and we're smart enough to have, when they decided to imitate Microsoft with their camera, with the Kinect, they decided to make something way smaller and less expensive. All right, the PlayStation 4 camera bar thing, they have that, and it's a fun little thing that could actually become one of the greatest things ever, because again, it's using you as a controller. Your body as a controller. It is, games are, being made for this thing that will basically have you see, the camera sees you and makes things move around according to where you are, what you're doing. There's stuff where they see you on the screen and you're like, you can knock robots around, that's cool. That's cool, man. That's virtual reality right there. Come on, Xbox, you can do better than that. Come on. Okay. Anyway, then PlayStation, and the PlayStation has really awesome graphics, really cool stuff going on, and at the end, knack. Let's talk about knack. I do like my first-person shooters and my fighting games and all that other cool stuff, but knack was a definite awesome game because it was old school platforming style, and it was great to see that. Was underhyped and underappreciated, but that annoyed me because it's like this game is actually pretty cool. No, it doesn't look the best at all, no, but it's an interesting idea. So there's lots of interesting ideas and a lot of cool stuff you can do in it. And I'm really ticked off that people aren't going like, oh my gosh, liking this game as much as they should. As they should, in my opinion. But there are certain things about NAC that were not the best. And that not the difficulty, not the character you're playing, in some ways. But main thing with me that was a problem with NAC was the co-op. The co-op was pre-tacked on. There was not much you could do about it. You basically were regular NAC who could grow big when he hits relic boxes because all the relics would go to him. He played as a little metal NAC who basically could not do much of anything but, did hit things and maybe get stuff from them, hit enemies, maybe get stuff from them, but then, a lot of times you just die over and over and over again. It was not good. And the next time they ever do that, next time you guys do that, make it so that both of you are like knack, or basically, knack creatures, and you get hit, when you get hit by stuff, you can just get, all the health relics go to both of you, and make you both bigger, That would be way better. Then you could do stuff, and that'd be awesome. I'd like to see that. That's what I would like to see. What's next? Killzone was pretty cool. I'm totally playing that. Because thanks to the copyright, matching the right content issues, of course we'll have no sound, but that's okay. Now, with a lot of games, because there are a lot of games that have cussing in them. I don't want cussing in my games, therefore I don't have to hear any cussing. That's great. Certain things I will have to worry about. But that's okay. Let's call it mature visual content I'll have to deal with, but lab business as best we can. Anyway, what's it like? Blessed, Killzone, and a bunch of other games were really good. Were pretty cool to me, at least cool looking. And there was a lot of cool stuff. Actually, there's a lot of potential with those. There was a lot of potential with them. I like the fact that there was like one. Hi, dog. There was that one princess, right? Who is like, not princess, but there's one girl who was working with you who actually is half one race and half another race, And she is actually, princess. Well, actually, yes, basically princess, because her mother is the queen of your enemy. Queen of your is the queen of your enemy. So it's like of your enemies that you're fighting against. So it was pretty cool to see that dynamic go on. And she's like, "Oh, mother, please!" I was like, "Ugh." And she like slashed her. It's like, "Don't ever call me that." I was like, "Oh my gosh, drama, all kinds of drama going on here, man. That is crazy, ever call me that? Oh gosh, you know. So it's a lot of cool stuff going on. Yeah. There was a lot of issues with everything, but yeah, with some things in that game. But I'll look forward to actually talking about them when I actually play the game. So yeah, it's gonna take a while because, of course, you need to get the money to buy PlayStation 4 and the Killzone, and yeah, that's actually gonna be an issue. But eventually, I'll get that money. Eventually, I'll get that game. You know, also, of course, I'm trying to buy Xbox 360 first. I have a bunch of games for that, and I really want to play them. So that's what I'm going to do first. It's going to be so great. I'll play a bunch of things again. Halo first, then Final Fantasy 13, then Blue Dragon. Oh my gosh. Epic stuff's about to come out. Happen really soon for you guys. It's so great. Well, but anyway, PlayStation's doing okay. You know, again, they're focusing on the games more than Xbox was. So, oh yeah. Basically, yeah, that was issues. Xbox was messing around with, okay, I'm gonna got a giant thing over here. Xbox was more about, you know, hey, look at all these cool features you can do. Look at all these cool things you can do. You can mess around and be like, oh yeah, plug your, you know, that's one thing you need for good, you know, for entertainment. It's like, yeah, you can get internet, you know, it's like you can get internet on it. And it's like, but you need to have internet, already be paying for internet. Plug it through your Xbox and then you can use Xbox to go on internet with you. You need to do this other stuff. You can get cable with it, but you need to already have paying cable prices for cable, and then just be like, okay, plug it into your Xbox, and then you can go on cable with you. So it was like, what the heck, you know? The DRM thing, like Steam, because of course, that idea can be useful, but not with a console like this, because it's like crazy stuff like that. Because basically, you know, again, no used games. No crazy stuff like that. What in the world were you thinking? No used games, no used systems, terrible stuff. But you know, they got stuff. But you know, they have a chance to make things better now. And PlayStation does have some stuff that they need to work on, and hopefully they'll work on that too. You know, so yeah. When the Wii, oh man, the Wii U. Nintendo needs to work a lot on some stuff on the Wii U. Yeah. So this console generation would be. You know, needs is growth, figuring out what really works for them and not doing what doesn't work for them anymore, namely things that tick people off, like bad policies, switching from one awesome controller to one that doesn't work nearly as well or doesn't do the same thing, you know, expecting the same amount of money from it. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Having something that is awesome, but not putting any good games on it, not putting any good games on it, that's just bad business practices. So yeah, please work on that, guys. See you next time. Check me out on YouTube, DeviantArt, especially here for us. DeviantArt on YouTube. Final Fantasy 10. See you next time.